I wanted to give a demo of Focus Policy Compliance Assessor. First, we'll start with the installation. This utility can be installed on any local Windows machine that's connected to the domain. When we launch the product, it will actually connect to your domain and give you the ability to analyze any of the GPOs inside your domain. Here, let's go ahead and analyze all 359 GPOs that are in my Active Directory. This will go through and catalog and go through each of the group policy objects inside the domain and analyze it for readiness to be migrated to Microsoft Intune. Once the process finishes, it will actually go through and show the supported settings and unsupported settings that each GPO is able to address in migrating from an Active Directory group policy object to a Microsoft Intune profile setting. Depending on the size of your domain and the number of GPOs, this could take anywhere from minutes to potentially an hour or so. Now, once it's finished, it will actually go through and show you all the group policy objects that it has analyzed. Let's go click on the default domain policy. Here you can see all of the default password and security settings that are set for the domain. We're going to go ahead and check on the settings and be able to show there's settings that are unsupported and there are settings that are supported. We're going to go ahead and migrate the supported settings from this group policy object to a Microsoft Intune configuration. Let's go ahead and migrate the settings. This will go ahead and take the group policy object and with all the analysis and the settings, take the supported settings and be able to migrate it directly into a Microsoft Intune environment. You can see that the migration was successful. Let's go and take a look. If we log into the Microsoft Azure admin console and go into my Intune configuration, I can take a look at all the configurations for the devices, and let's take a look at the profiles that was imported. We'll select the profile that was imported just now, which will be our default domain policy. We select our default domain policy that we just imported. You can see from the date and timestamp, we just imported the policy in. If we go to the configure settings, it will show you the settings, the supported settings that were migrated from the group policy object directly as a profile in Microsoft Intune. We can compare the settings from the original group policy object to the settings that were imported in to Microsoft Intune, and they are matched. This shows you the ability that Policy Compliance Assessor has in being able to take and analyze all the group policy objects in your Active Directory and be able to migrate it directly over to a Microsoft Intune environment.